Good evening. There is major pushback tonight on the plan to mandate public sector workers back to the office 3 days a week. The unions now warning the federal government managers will face a summer of discontent as they launch legal challenges and more. CTV's Austin Lee joins us live with more on this. Austin?
Yeah, Graham, call it sand in the gears this summer. At a heated press conference this morning, union leaders encouraging their members to file thousands of grievances over changes to hybrid work.
You are setting yourself up for bargaining chaos. This is going to be a major issue for millions of unionized federal workers across this country come bargaining time, but we're not going to wait until then to start escalating and defending our members' rights on this.
Strong words from union leaders who say they have filed a series of legal challenges against the federal government over the move to bring public service workers back to the office at least 3 days a week, 4 days for managers. A move that some workers say doesn't make a lot of sense.
What happens sometimes is like you come into the office, but there is nobody else from your colleagues coming in. So it makes you wonder like why even bother coming if it's the same like as home, nobody to talk to, nobody to work with.
It can be very tiring and it doesn't have actually any value added to the work we do.
Union leaders now warning the federal government to prepare for what they're calling a summer of discontent.
Whether that looks like, whether it's at the borders, whether it's at the airports, whether it's the efforts that all the unions make, because we will be organizing concerted, unified actions across the country, both in the streets and in the workplaces.
Meantime, the Treasury Board says this issue is not inside the collective agreement. The language says work-from-home arrangements are subject to regular review and can be terminated at any time.
A hybrid work environment is not within the collective agreements. It is something that at the time of the negotiations, the Government of Canada retained prerogative over to determine the scope of the hybrid environment.
A return to the office is something Mayor Mark Sutcliffe and Premier Doug Ford have been pushing for to boost business and to breathe new life into what has been a sluggish downtown core, something unions say doesn't add up.
What about the businesses in Orleans and Barrhaven and Canada where our members work when they're working from home during the day? Does Mayor Sutcliffe not care about those businesses?
The changes are set to go into effect on September 9th. Union leaders say the New Democrats have indicated they support their position and say they will press the Liberals on this issue in the House of Commons.
So, Austin, we've seen about the union's legal challenges and the grievances. How could that impact people across the country, the public?
Yeah, Graham, it could certainly mean noticeable delays in various different areas. We know that Canadian Border Services Agency workers are still in negotiations after 2 years, and it sounds like union leaders are open to leveraging those negotiations to clog up borders and airports in an effort to reverse this back-to-work decision. And when the union is calling on workers to file tens of thousands of grievances, also that obviously would bog down public services. We can expect the unions to lay out more on their plans to pressure the feds in the coming weeks. Graham.
All right, CTV's Austin Lee live for us tonight. Thanks.